Good morning, everybody. It's Mark Finan in the Home Weather Office on this Friday morning. It's the 24th day of January 2025, and this is the morning briefing. And as I look out the window of the Home Weather Office, it is another bright and beautiful morning, clear skies. And boy, temperatures yesterday, nice day, reaching the upper 60s in most areas. A beautiful afternoon to be outside. But things are going to be changing over the weekend. It is going to get colder, and the morning model runs are indicating that we might even get a little rain in the valley, as well as the foothills. So let's get to that. Let's start with what's happening this morning. Things look a little bit different this morning than what we saw yesterday. It's this line of clouds here. This is ushering in colder air from the north that we'll start to feel over the course of the weekend. There's nothing in the way of precipitation with this, but we will start to see some of these high, thin clouds go across the area today, and that line of clouds will gradually sink from north to south. But if you have any outdoor plans today, if you have travel plans into the Sierra today, there won't be any issue. We'll just see partly cloudy skies during the day. So let's take a look at the 500 millibar chart and show you just how all of this is going to take place over the next couple of days. And the interesting thing here, and the reason that we have a little different outlook this morning on what might happen in Northern California over the course of the weekend, is the shift in the position of where this low is going to set up. That's usually a pretty key indicator of what's going to happen. Here's that little trough with the colder air and the leading edge of it going across the area this morning, bringing those high clouds with it. And as we head into the day tomorrow, this low develops here. And this is a little bit a slightly different solution than what we were looking at a couple of days ago. But here, this is on Saturday afternoon. This is actually Sunday morning. We have the easterly flow here, so the upslope flow going into the Sierra. We have the westerly flow here into Southern California, bringing onshore flow as everything pivots around the low. And it's with this low here, and it's a difference of having the low in San Francisco as opposed to having the low in, over Calaveras County. That makes a huge difference about whether or not the valley is going to see any rain. And it does look as though the models are in pretty good agreement that this position is going to happen over the course of the weekend. So that's on Sunday morning. This is Sunday afternoon, and then this is Monday. That low slowly sinks to the south. And this is how Southern California is going to get some of that beneficial rain on Sunday and Monday. And then that low kicks out and we get back into that cold offshore flow. And then we stay dry for another couple of days with the big high moving in. And it does look as though that toward the end of next week, or especially next weekend, we may start to see other chances of rain. So things are beginning to change beyond this low coming our way. So let's talk about the weekend rain and snow chances. And for that, we'll start with the HRRR. So we'll go from the highest resolution model all the way out to the GFS, which is the lowest resolution model, because we then go farther out in time. But I'm going to show you the HRRR, which is 1 kilometer. Then I'm going to show you the NAM, which is 4 kilometer. And then go out to the GFS. And what you'll see here is a rather good agreement in terms of what's going to happen. This is today, and this is all the way this is 5 o'clock today. So as you can see, there's nothing in the way of precipitation. We don't have anything in the way of rain or snow. So let's go to Saturday morning. This is 6 a.m. Starting to get some snow in the Tahoe Basin, and then look at this gradient really tightening up. And we're starting to see the development of a surface low in here and a nice northeasterly gradient here. So the wind would be coming this direction. Might get kind of windy in parts of Plumas County as well as into the Feather River Canyon. But precipitation looks limited at that time. And again, this is around sunrise on Saturday morning. As we go through the day on Saturday, that snow on the east side continues. This is into early afternoon. We have snow in Reno and Carson City. We have snow in Tahoe. We have snow down into Markleeville, but it doesn't look as though we see really much of anything on the west slope below, let's say, 5,000 feet. And here's that low developing, so nice tight gradient here, staying windy on the west slope. But I want to get to sunset. So this is 5 o'clock on Saturday. By that time, the snow looks like it's starting to develop a little bit more, expand a little bit more. But look at how the rain is starting to pop up. Some rain showers beginning to pop up. So with that, it does look as though we'll get through the daylight hours on Saturday up and down the valley without any rain, but shortly after sunset, or maybe right around sunset, is when we'd have the chance of getting some rain. So if you have outdoor plans on Saturday in the valley, again, this is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, we are mostly dry, but you can see this big low here, this 1008 low. That's a pretty wide area of low pressure, but either way, you'll see the circulation around that low drag up this precipitation. See this little rain coming up from the south? See that movement there? Everything's pivoting around that low. Now the low is a 1010 low, just parked just off of San Francisco. So the circulation around the low is dragging moisture up our way and bringing rain to the west slope of the Sierra, where we didn't see that with the easterly flow during the day on Saturday. But this is Saturday night around 10 o'clock or so, and this is as far out as the HRRR goes. So let's take a look at how much precipitation this is looking at. This is nice. It's showing a couple of tenths of an inch of rain, which, it's more than we've had in a couple of weeks. So yeah, this would be okay. And again, this is Saturday night, and we're just starting to get some of the rain into Southern California. And in terms of snow accumulation, the snow accumulation is okay. A few inches of snow, but the air is going to be relatively dry, which I'll show you here in a minute, meaning that the snow accumulations are going to be on the lighter side. So let's go over to the NAM, and this will show us a similar sort of solution with a dry Friday. You can see that low beginning to develop, and same thing with that pressure gradient here. I'll go to Saturday morning. All right, this is Saturday morning around 8. Same sort of solution. We have some snow in the Tahoe Basin and down into Alpine County, down 395. Maybe all the way down toward Bodie. And as that low develops Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday, this is 4 o'clock, you notice a couple of rain showers popping up here, and then into the evening hours, we have this broad low here once again, dragging up a chance of rain. And this is Saturday night. Some scattered showers. This is Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday we still have snow falling in the mountains, as well as some rain showers here off the coast. Here's our low on this one. So we have a circulation going this way, like that. And as that low pivots around and goes off the coast and then into Southern California here, that's when they get their nice rain on Sunday night and into Monday right there. Doesn't that look good? And very cold too. Here's the 540 thickness line. And you see the snow in the mountains of Southern California, maybe snow in the Grapevine on Monday morning. So let's see how much snow this one is talking about. This one looks pretty good, especially along 395 and down toward Mammoth, maybe getting 6 to 8 inches of snow. And in terms of rain, total rain accumulation, this one shows only around 1/100th around Sacramento, but as you go towards Stockton and Modesto, this one shows about 1/2 inch, but this includes Sunday and Monday, so this goes out a little bit farther in time. And now we're getting up to 1 inch of rain in parts of Southern California. Still, I don't think enough to cause any issues, because I think it's going to be a nice steady rain. And this also might be a little bit on the overdone side, but what I wanted to show you also here was the precipitable water. And that's why I've been somewhat skeptical about the amounts of rain that we might see here. So we are certainly not looking at an atmospheric river sort of event. I mean, look at how dry this air is. This is less than 1/10 of an inch of rain, of water rather, in the atmosphere. It's just these little areas of green where we have 4 to 5/10 of an inch of water in the air. And this also clearly shows that low developing here with wind arrows. This is Saturday afternoon. So just look at these wind arrows. They're going this way, then they go this way, and then they go into Southern California. So this clearly shows that circulation. And you can also see the southern part of that bringing that precipitable water up into the valley and into the west slope. So here you would have upslope flow going into Shasta from the east, and down here in areas, let's say south of Highway 50, you have upslope flow bringing rain into areas from Amador County through Tuolumne County and points south. And then onshore flow in Southern California, bringing that beneficial rain there. So this is a little bit different than what we were looking at a couple of days ago when we had more of the offshore flow, which would really do two things. One, keep the precipitable water down, and then also when you have offshore flow, the valley areas like Sacramento tend to be in a rain shadow because of the flow coming over the Sierra. So it does look as though we could see some rain on Saturday night. All right, let's take a look at the GFS. You want to use this to go out farther in time. This is a little bit too blobby to give you a really good indication of the rain. But this also shows a chance of showers on Sunday morning. By the time we get into Monday, all of that is gone. Then we are dry Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Earlier model runs had really dissolved this little line coming through. But this one on Friday afternoon and Friday night is bringing a chance of rain as we head into the last day of January. We get a little bit of rain, and then also a little bit more rain and snow as we head into the weekend. We'll see how all that plays out. Again, this is a slightly different solution than earlier runs had been looking. So yeah, maybe we get something next Friday and next weekend. We'll see how that all plays out. So that's everything I've got for you on this morning, on this Friday morning. Hey, make it a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll talk with you later.